Hi, my name is Will Lake. I live in Calgary, Alberta, and I have polycystic kidney disease. That's PKD for short. In 2006, I was referred to a nephrologist here in Calgary where I live, who sent me through a whole series of tests. I had CAT scans, x-rays, ultrasounds. I went for heart stress testing. I saw a psychologist to check my brain and a proctologist to check my prostate. I would get a blood test done every month, and every 3 months I would go see my nephrologist. In May 2008, he told me it was time for dialysis. Earlier that year, I had had an abscess surgically created in my left forearm. I would end up going to the hemodialysis unit at Foothills Hospital 3 times a week. I would go on Tuesday evenings, Thursday evenings, and Saturday afternoons. That enabled me to keep working as well as receive my treatments at the same time. Every time I would go in, I had trained professionals insert 2 needles into my axis of my forearm. I would then lay there for 4 hours while my blood was circulated through the artificial kidney machine. While I lay there for 4 hours, my blood went through the machine about 10 times and got rid of all the toxins. I felt really good after I got out. Downside of this is that you feel really bad when you go in because of the buildup of toxins that have been accumulating since your last treatment. I had trained professionals trying very, very hard not to hurt me. I then decided to try peritoneal dialysis. It's a much gentler form of dialysis as it uses osmosis as compared to the direct filtering of hemodialysis. I had a catheter surgically inserted into my peritoneum in the summer of 2008. I took training in peritoneal dialysis. In the morning, I would drain the solution that had been in my peritoneum or my stomach all night long. And then I would put in 2 liters of a 1.5 or 2.5% solution depending on how my body was reacting. I would then go to work carrying another 2-liter bag with me. I would do an exchange during my lunch hour. It took about 40 minutes, so I could do it sitting at my desk, and I could also keep working at the same time. It was actually quite handy. After work, I would go home and do another exchange. Then at about 10 o'clock, I would get ready for bed, and I would put in a solution which would last for 8 to 10 hours as compared to the solutions I used in the daytime, which are only good for 4 to 6 hours. There's no days off with peritoneal dialysis. After I got comfortable with the peritoneal dialysis, I switched to nocturnal dialysis. I had a machine, I put it in my room, and I would hook up enough bags so that I would be continually dialysizing all night while I slept. It's called the cycler. I would hook up the cycler before I went to sleep. It would empty the solution that I had in my stomach all day. Then it would put in a fresh 2 liters, keep it in there for a set period of time, and then that would be pumped out and fresh 2 liters would be pumped in. I found this to be much more convenient as well as much more sterile as I did all my exchanges in my own house. In June, I was told that I had to go back on hemodialysis. At the same time, my mother was asked about July 7th as a possible transplant date. She agreed and it was scheduled. We checked into the hospital on July 6th. I was started on an IV and given something to help me sleep, but I was kind of nervous, did not sleep too much at all. I went up to the operating room at about 9 o'clock. They had already taken out my mother's kidney and were ready to pop it into me. I remember waking up in post-op. Everything was kind of hazy. Everything was working fine. They checked my vitals all night long. I didn't get much sleep in spite of the morphine. I was in the hospital for 9 days recovering, and I was discharged and sent home with a supply of immunosuppressants and an appointment at the transplant clinic. I have since had a couple of rejection scares, but the transplant team is taking very good care of me. The first thing they told me when I went in was their objective is for me to keep a very healthy kidney. I was looking at retiring, so I've been looking at internet marketing for about a year, and I came across Internet Income University. Internet Income University has given me the financial freedom to pursue my dreams. Just click on the link, watch the video, and follow all the steps carefully and to the letter, and perhaps you can be as successful at this as I am. Good luck.